Okay, guys. So, good morning, everyone. So, yesterday we just started with skill overview, table creation, updation, and type of comments like SQL, DDL, DML, TCL, DQL, etc. Data querying means we are selecting something that will comes under select statement will comes here. So, table drop, table truncate also we discussed. So, we'll just recap that and we'll start continue this. So these are the things which we just cover in the next topics. So that might complete the SQL for you. So that we'll go to automation testing. Before going to automation testing, tomorrow I will make you all write in live. So whatever we learn, right, you can write in live actually. Yesterday how we did for Angular, the same way we will do. Right. So data types. So basically in SQL we have data types. Basically we cannot type it. I will tell you. So I'll just recap it. So take example, MySQL, we're using 8.0. So currently character, varchar. If it is only character, then we will go with character. If it is combination of characters and numbers, then we will go with varchar. That will be by default 65,535, right? And if you want only binary, zeros and ones, then we'll go with binary, right? If binary, we should have it different. So combination, then we'll go with varchar. Tiny log. Ahmad, we just started with SQL. So in SQL yesterday we already discussed overview and all right. Today we just started with the data types and so on. So as a part of the data types, we're just discussing. So if you want to store file, that will be binary long object blob. If you want to give size also, you can give. If you don't give size, it will take automatically. So basically, if you give just blob, right, that will be short, some minimum bytes. If it is long blob, then you can store these many block bytes of data. These many bytes means you can byte 1024. How much MB it will come, you can do that, right? Otherwise, you can give the size also using braces. So these are for numbers, right? Bit. If it is only two digit or one digit, you can go with bit. If it is tiny bit, it's only one digit till 127. Minus 127 to means 1 byte, right? 1 byte. So Boolean for zeros or ones, true or false. If you in front end, if you are sending true means here it will be 1. If you're sending false means here it will store as 0. Small int, medium int, normal int. You can give size also. Big int, float, points, double, long one, right? Decimal, which is having fixed point value. So you can view like that. For date, we have date time, timestamp. Year for years, only years actually. So date time will get all this like this. 2024, 2 April, and we'll get this time like this. Timestamp means you'll get UTC also. Our we have US UTC 530, Asia Calcutta 530 hours. That will also come here as UTC 530. So that is for timestamp, right? So these are all already types. I already uploaded in material. So I didn't upload it in LMS. I will upload after this class. So now I will go with constraints. Actually, constraints is nothing but a rule actually. So I will open MySQL and we'll start. So we installed MySQL Workbench so that we can work with this software. So we have the options like an IDE, we have options, right? We can do that. See, so first we want to use class testing. If it is not connected, then it might connect. Select it and run it. So that will be connected automatically, right? So we use class testing. So it is successful. Let me check once whether it is recorded. Yeah, it is recorded. Fine. Class testing. We are using class testing. Now, what I want to do, I want to create primary key, foreign key, default, not null, etc. Means, take an example, you are a student. You are assigned with some courses, right? So, whenever you log in means you are having username, password, course ID, etc. Right? Here I have again course table. Those course table, the student table, how I can match with the help of foreign key. Got it, right? So that is why it is matched. So now I will just drop student table because we will just create today. Drop table name, right? Drop table name, fine. So we are dropping that particular table. So now see, now it is refreshed. There is no table now. Now I want to create a student. So take an example. You are logging in LMS. That is the real time. So you have student email ID, date of birth, everything you filled. We will not take those many fields. 3, 4 which are required we will take. So first, how to create the table? Abhinami, can you tell me? Not create database. Table. I will give student student. So what all fields I want basically here? I want name, right? Which is varchar. So, so student ID, for example, varchar, because you have 6 digit, right? That we will restrict to 6 only, right? So now, okay, we need to put the limit of some 100. Hmm? So now, what is the email, right? Email ID, varchar. So password. Here, if you're using varchar, definitely you need to give size. I will give 50 max length, not more than that. So password I need to mention because you want password, definitely that is also varchar, right? It is not case sensitive. You can give uppercase or lowercase like email ID. Okay, that should be maximum 20 digits, not more than that. Now it is fine. So now before that, I want to create a table because if you are registering means already course will be there, right? Create table course. We have ID varchar of 30 digits maximum. Name, what is the name? Varchar. Yeah, fine. So that will be 30, 50, max 50. Size is 50. So, fine, not an issue. So we need to mention in student. So now make student ID as primary key. So this is the constraint. Constraint is nothing but a rule we are imposing in the table. So now this is the primary key. So if you are changing or we need to update something, you need to ask permission of primary key, right? This is the primary. This is the roller here. This is the champion. This is the king. So now I want to create table course with the ID varchar, name varchar. So we'll just create table first. So see, you are logging in, you are joining in means there will be a course and it's having an ID. Then I will assign a course for you, right? We'll just create table first. Then we'll see. So course table is created. So now here also, now I forgot to add primary key, right? Now I forgot to add primary key. For that, I need to make alter table course add constraint, I think. Uh, ID primary key. So this is the English statement. You can just check it. Let's see like this. So now I forgot to add primary key. So we need to alter. So alter means in order to do the changes after creation. So that is what altering. Let's see. Alter to primary key. Add constant primary key. That is fine. Same we did. So let's see. So add constraint primary key. Course table course. Let's see. Let's put here. Actually, there is a problem. For MySQL, syntax might be different. For MS SQL, syntax might be different. For MariaDB, syntax might be different. So if syntax is wrong, we need to check in Google. So now, for example, add primary key in alter MySQL. So that syntax based on practice, you will remember. Alter table, add primary key. That's it. So we added like that only. Add. Okay. Remove constraint. In MS SQL, constraint is required. It is not required maybe here. This might work. Let's check. So in MySQL, we can directly add primary key using add just constraint name. No need to add constraint keyword. So now what is the use of alter? You just use it alter, use it to modify the table structure. Now it's fine. So now I already have primary key. This is fine. But I want to add, I have course name and course ID. I need to add course duration. Now again alter table, course. I want to add duration, right? Add course duration. What is the type of that? Varchar of 10 or 20, 3 months or 5 months. So that will add definitely because we added this one yesterday. So if you want to add one more column, you can just add column name and size. If you want to add primary key or foreign key, you can add like this. So now let's see, refresh this table. It will not automatically refresh. Sometimes you need to refresh it. Now you have course. Here you have columns. Just click on it. You can see it is a primary key, PK. FK means foreign key. Name. It is varchar. Column name, varchar of 50. Course duration, varchar of 20. So now what I want to do, I want this student ID as primary key here. And again, I want to reference this ID as foreign key here. So FOREIGN, foreign key of ID. REFERENCES. References course. References course of ID. Here you want to create foreign key of ID. Make it as course ID. Otherwise, you will be confused, right? So course ID references ID means whatever the value you enter here, that should be having here. Got it, right? So I will tell you. So first try to create a table. Now, so I am assigning a course to the student means once you register, reception will assign course to you. If if they need to assign course means definitely that course should exist in the course table or not. Course table undala leda? Undali. Course table లేకపోతే it will not refer. That's why we are referring that, right? Okay. Might you need to give name, same. Let's see. ID, varchar 30. Yes. So now let's see. So I just created a table. So before adding it as a primary key, it should declare as like this. So if it is declared like this, then we can make it as foreign key. So now refresh it. Attached. So I will tell you. I just refresh it. So student, see, check foreign keys. What is the foreign key here? This is ID. ID is the foreign key. So now I will just close this course. Just check the column. This is ID. So now this is attached. Let's see. Name is a student ID is primary key. Email, password, ID. ID is not attached basically. Let's see why it's not attached. So I will just drop table student and I will recreate it. If it is not properly attached, you can drop it. Drop table. I want to delete the table means table structure will be deleted. So now drop table student. You can do like this. So now do this. So student is no foreign key means I will tell you. So here primary key is the key. It's only for that particular table. Student lo oka primary key undala, course lo kuda oka primary key undala. If it is having, then with the help of that, we can do the existing changes. So with that primary key, you can identify the record uniquely because Aadhaar number is primary, mobile number is primary. Try. Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, you'll get the details with your mobile number. You don't need to give your name because Mahesh will be 100 Mahesh. 100 Yallala will be there, right? 100 Abhirami will be there. Right? The same way primary key will be there. But I want to connect two tables. Then what is the scenario here? నేను course student I cannot add because courses are independent. For student I need to assign the course. Kabatti in student I need to give foreign key of course ID. You got it right? I will repeat you again. So there are n courses. I will insert two courses into course table. So in order to insert the data, we have insert statement. Insert into course values. First one I will take ID, right? All strings will be single quotes, you already know. ID will be some like this, you already know. And course name will be testing manual plus automation. The same way what we do for LMS, the same way. Insert into course values. We added one more key. Let's see. Course duration. So we added one more, right? Course duration. So that course duration will be 3 months. So we have 3 columns. If we don't insert 3 columns, otherwise that will be error, right? That's what it will say. So if you hover on this, there is correspondent version. So that might be error. So insert into values, check that line. So then it will say it is wrong. Now you can check. Now it is inserted perfectly. Now it is inserted perfectly because I given 3 columns. If I don't give 3 columns, then definitely it won't accept. That's why it's not able to do that, right? See, now what I want to do, I want to insert one more thing, right? So I will just change that and I will say Angular web developer. It's also 3 months. Again, I will insert. It will insert these 2 records. Got it, right? So now, before going to foreign key, I will just do these operations. Otherwise, you will be confused. Now, there are 5 students in the class. So now I have the courses. For example, I have manual and automation. Now I want to see all the courses. Now we can select data from here. Select star from course. Means we'll get all the courses. Now, while student is joined in LM registration dashboard, all the courses will be listed with the help of this table. Means this query, select star from. Now, whatever the courses we have, it will be shown. You can select that course, right? So now, if you want only the course with duration 3 months, for example, it is having 4 months. So if you have, or if you want only with course name Angular, right? You can query. So that how you can query? Select star from course. We have a condition class which will apply rules for querying, right? Where name equal to Angular web developer. So that will only filter, you will get the data. Now sometimes you don't know whether it is Angular web developer or Angular web technology or something. Like that, we don't know. At that time, we will make it as like Angular. After Angular, what might have, we don't know. It should start with Angular. Then we can filter like this, right? Again, before Angular, I don't know what is there. We'll put star. Means if the name contains Angular, then it will get that. That is an operator. Operator will have, it will works on the logic, whatever you give the condition. That is an operator. And here, where is a class? Class will be the ruler to apply the rules. Operator is an operator which will apply the logic. So like Angular, like web అని స్ట్రింగ్ మధ్యలో ఉంటే ముందు ఏదైనా ఉంటే నెక్స్ట్ ఏదైనా మధ్యలో ఉంటే లైక్ ఆపరేటర్. That is operator. Now I want to fetch like web and duration, course duration. అంటే both conditions, more than one conditions if you want to apply. Course duration equal to 3 months. Because why I am telling you now only because you can query that. That's how you can query, right? Yes. So that is AND operator. Now OR operator. If anything is matched. So now take 4 months. Definitely 4 months will not work. You already know. If I put OR means if it is web that is matched, it is getting. If it is even if it is matching course duration, it will fetch. Any of one it will fetch. You can able to fetch it. So now make WE means it will not get now. So it will not get the data because both are false. Now I can put 3. Then anyone will work, right? Then it will get that. Means it will get the 2 records now because we have 3 months data which is having 2. This is what operators. Operators and we have or we have, right? Not also we have. We'll put not. Not like WEB. Definitely it will fetch the 2 records, right? Because not like WEB, right? So if you put not like WEB web like, then it will say only it will take testing automation because here we have or also. We'll put and. Then it will take only apart from web, it will take all that, right? Testing on. So this is how we have operators and or not like that. So these are operators. We have between in any also. We'll discuss it later. Not unlike it's not an operator here. So see, it will throw an error. There is no operator like unlike. We cannot create it. Okay, na? All the operators I listed in the notes. By just executing, you will get the maza, right? If you don't execute it properly, if you are getting errors means you will be frustrated. If you get errors, don't worry. Just hover on that. You will try to understand it, right? If you get syntax error, you can just go through website, right? You just need to remember and to use it. But how to use it and when to use it, I will tell you, right? So that is what operators. Now, so in order to query a table, you know how to query AND operator, OR operator. If you want to add more conditions, right? You got it, right? Now I want to add foreign key. I want to add foreign key so that you joined, right? You joined. I want to add some course to you. Means if I'm adding some course to you means the course reference I need to add into your student table. That reference how I can link the whole record I cannot do, right? I will just link with some key. That primary key here I can refer means here it will become foreign. Got it, right? The same way. So let's see the syntax of foreign key. Foreign key in MySQL, there might be different. Foreign key constant. Constant is nothing but a rule. The foreign key, person ID. References, persons of person. The same. What we did, right? The same way. So we should be having the persons table. Where is this? So now I'll just add foreign key references. So I will add course ID. Course ID varchar, right? Varchar of some 30. Let's see. Foreign key course ID. I think we need to add course ID comma. So the same. So course of ID. Same syntax we already written. So now let's see. So I want to see you are a student, you are registering. So if you have this, this disturbance, close this. Whenever you execute, then only you see the result. I'll just remove this because you already know that I already executed that. This one also I will remove. So now I want to see, before going to see, you just see course. What is the primary key here? This is the primary key. You can see PK. If it is not PK, then it will not be primary key, right? Then you need to know that. I'll just increase the size so that you can see better. So now I can add the course ID to the student table so that first I need to mention course ID because I should not mention ID. ID will be confusing. Which ID? Course ID or student ID? We need to mention course ID. Then I need to make it as foreign key. Primary key also we have the space. That should be spaced. That is constraint. Constraint means it will apply the rule. So that rule will be primary or that will be foreign. Foreign means another person's reference we are adding. Got it, right? Another table reference we are adding. So that whenever you are assigned to that particular course, right? That reference you can load with your dashboard. I need to load the courses to you, right? Which are already assigned. Those assigns I can add like this. Now let's see. If I am adding course ID here means in course ID should be having. If you don't have that course ID, then you cannot add here. That is the reference. Without a course, how can I add course to you? Angular and React and testing are the course which we are providing. If I am not providing that course means I cannot add it to you. That is the importance of foreign key. So now let's create this. In course we have ID. So this one we'll just add it. So it's added. Previously also we added like this only, but we didn't declare here, right? We should declare here, whatever it may be. If it is the third column, you can add in the second place also, third place also, not an issue. Order is not important. Only the content is important here. If I again create, it will say table students already exist. See, table students already exist. The same error. That's why you cannot create 2 times. Now you see, because of this code, it's already created the student. Now, if you want to insert the student values to the student, means just Ahmad joined. I want to insert. Means I am registering the Ahmad, right? Insert into student values. So what is the name? Rahid Ahmad, right? What is the next one? Student ID T0001111. Next course ID. Which course I want? Before course I want, I will just query all the courses. Whatever you want, you just copy that. So now select star from course, right? So it will filter which course you want testing. So just copy that. Copy field. I'm just copying here anyway. In UI, we just select it, right? Abhinam, are you listening or not? Listening now. Okay, okay. In meeting, లైవ్ లో టైప్ చేస్తే అది వినలేవు అబ్బా. నేను చెప్తాను. లైవ్ లో టైప్ చేస్తే అది వినలేము. లాస్ట్ లో practice session you can practice it, but if you type in live, right, you can miss some of the concepts. We are not like doing the multiple things at the same time. So actually క్లాస్ వినేటప్పుడు కూడా మనం రన్నింగ్ నోట్స్ ఎందుకు రాసుకుంటే ఫస్ట్ టైం క్లాస్ వినాలా. యూట్యూబ్ వీడియో మీరు చూసేటప్పుడు సమ్ టైమ్స్ వాచింగ్ యూట్యూబ్ ఫస్ట్ టైం యూ విల్ రైట్ రన్నింగ్ నోట్స్ ఆర్ నాట్? No. If you write running notes, you will write each and every point. Second time, if you're writing means you will be optimized. The same way you can apply this logic here. Now ID. So this is the one. ID is also there. I just clear this because now I already copy pasted the ID. So what is the third one? We need to follow other order here. What is the order? Name is the first one. Student is the next one. Course ID is the last one. So third one is course ID only. Now email ID. Rahid. So rahid@gmail.com. Right? Rahid@gmail.com. So that validations we need to give in code level, in server level. Okay. Here we can make it as not null, default 0 for integers, default null for non-null values. So if I make it as not null, means you should not give here null value, or it should not give here empty value. So that is not null. Not null means you should have value. Without email, how can you register? You cannot, right? That is not null. We have default also. Take default. If it is string, right? That's why we are giving default value as some XX like this. We can give default like this. Means by registering, if you don't give password, it will take the default value this. While table creation only, we need to give this. This is the foreign key constraint. This is primary key instance. This is not null constraint. This is default constraint. This is null constraint. It should allow null also. It should allow null or it should allow not null. Not null means it should have values. Null means if without providing the value, you can provide null also. Means null means there is no value. You can provide null value also. Like that, it will treat. Now we have mandatory value anyway. So what is the password? I will give XXX. Anyway, so anything you can give. In between 20 value. That is what. So if you're adding some values, if you're adding numbers means there is no double single quotes because that is a number. Now you can insert. That will be inserted. Now just check. So Rahid. Here we have double quotes. That we need to check. Definitely once we check right, double quotes will not be allowed in SQL. Rahid Ahmad, student ID, varchar, Rahid, password. Let's check this. Insert at gmail.com. Rahid. Constraint fails. Yes, we have student foreign key course ID references course ID. Okay, so let's see. So I just copy pasted that. Not sure why it is references. This is the same, right? Copy field. I just close it. Cannot add or duplicated child row. Oh, is it already having that? Let's see. Let's start from student. No, we don't have any row here. Let's add again, or we'll just add another course. Let's see why it is not taking. So this one I will try to add it. Let's try. Cannot add or child to a foreign key constraint fails. References course ID. Everything is correct here. Let's see. Foreign key constraint fails. Let's see this error because everything is correct. Well, let's take that. So if you get error like this, you need to search like this. MySQL foreign key constraint failed. So you'll get suggestions from Google. So maybe that is not correctly formed. So we need to check why it is not correctly formed. So constraint, let it be. So we added foreign key. ID is a foreign key. References table A ID. So we are just adding it. We are just adding the data. One second. We'll try that also because column names are not mandatory. Let's see that. We'll give one time. So basically, insert into student, we can have here student columns. That columns will have like this: name, comma, student ID, course ID, email ID, and password and values. This will work. Basically, this will also insert the values. But we are not this optional actually. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. So now you learned a lesson. While adding foreign key, make mandatory adding column name so that it will identify. So this is one. If you are not having foreign key, now you can directly add values. So this is the difference. This also you can add the point. This you can write in running notes. Hmm? This is one. Now let's check. Let's check the select star from student. Yes, it is added. Now once Rahid login, right? Once Rahid login, I need to get the data. Means I need to join these two tables based on based on course ID. So that is the part of joins. That is what we use in joins. Let's see. So now once Rahid is logged in, I want to join two tables. Then only this is fine. So now let's see. So if I want to join two tables, I will add inner join, right? I will to add inner join. So let's see. Select star from student, inner join course, right? On. We have on keyword in order to on condition. On student dot course ID equal to course dot ID. That's it. This is what inner join. So now whenever you logged in, I want to get all the data, right? I want to get your course data, your data that I want to join. That is what with the help of joins we have. You understood, right? Why is the importance of joins? That is the importance of joins. Now we have join, inner join, left join, right join, cross join, Cartesian join. So cross join is the Cartesian. Cross join means if I do cross join, so those many times will be applied. If you have two courses, Rahid course 1, Rahid course 2, Rahid course 3, like that it will be applied. That is what cross join. Inner join means it will directly join two tables. Left join means if it is matching rows, left table will be added, right table will not be added. Right table will become null, right? If you have right join, left table will be added. With right join. Practice this, but inner join is only the thing which we'll use most because that is the important, right? Why it is important? Because Abhiram is a student who joined into testing course. Now, two different tables. Join that, then only I'll get the data. Then only I will show in the dash. That is the importance of joins. You got it, right? So now in syllabus, if you go through here, primary key, foreign key, unique means without primary key also you can be unique. You can directly unique key. Instead of primary key, you can put default. Check means you need to check whether it is greater than 0 or whether it is length may be greater than 4 like that. Like for primary conforming key, you can use check also. That syntax also I will give in notes. Insert, update, delete, select, you already know. Delete means now what I want to do, Abhirami is left the course. She already got the job. I want to delete that record. I don't want. So now I can delete. Delete student where some email equal to, because now we have only Ahmad. We can delete with Ahmad email ID because we know email ID, right? Where email ID equal to this one. Okay, selected. Where let's see. Delete this one, right? అది అవసరం లేదు, అది అవసరం లేదు. Delete table. Student. Let's see. So check that manual. So while getting errors, you will definitely you will also get errors. Now, if you are trying to solve this error, it is easy for you whether you get the same error. If I'm even though if I'm executing correctly each and every step, you don't know which error you will get. Let's see. So delete table student where email ID equal to this and make primary key because you already have this primary key here, right? Student ID. Make primary key also combination here. Let's try this. If it is correct, then you already learned something newly, right? So this is the student ID, right? You already know. So I don't want to query it also. Student T000001, right? Let's remove this. It's not applied. Now you can go and just Google and come back. Delete. So you can just delete the record. It's a statement. We need to use from. That's it. Delete from. From keyboard will be used like star. So that is deleted now. So there is a combination. You need to select from table. You need to delete from table. The same way you need to use from. Otherwise it won't delete. Right? Now it is detailed. Now just select star from student. We don't get data. Right? Nothing. We don't have anything. Now I will add one more data. So like I will add Abhi. 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 Abhi is one. First person is Abhi. Abhi. Right? I will insert one more record. I just added. It is correct. Means it is tick mark. Green color means it is executed perfectly. Again, I will do insert start from student. One row affected. Right? One row affected. So means primary constraint and foreign key constraint, that is the major difference. You want to add something which is refer the table. Because if you refer that, then only you get the two tables data. When you join that, when it is required, user is logged in. I want to fetch all the records with respect to the user. If I don't have relation, how can I get that? That is the difference, right? That you need to add. Till here, is it fine for you all? Is it clear? So let's see. So let's go to syllabus. Normally, we have drop, alter, truncate, distinct. These are the keywords. So drop means we can drop the table structure. Alter means, truncate means altering the table structure. We are adding the foreign key, we are adding the primary key. We're adding not null, we are adding null for the key. So distinct means there will be, for example, there will be the persons with the same course. If I select distinct, right, it will get only one record with the same course name. That is the distinct. While filtering, take an example. I want to I want to fetch only one record for one region. For example, I want to fetch only one person from one course so that I can just see course name and course ID and duration. That is my requirement. So what is my requirement? There are 10 persons in the same course. I want to take distinct of that course ID so that I can get only one record for course. Why? Because I want to just see the course ID, course name, and course details. Not every student. At that time, I will use distinct. So how you can do distinct? For example, take an example. Student distinct. Distinct email ID. So now it will apply. Select distinct. Uh, Distinct course ID. Yes. So we can just get the course ID actually. So first, let's see only course ID. Okay, we don't have Rahid, right? We deleted Rahid. We just added Abhi. You already know. So now just add with Abhi. Select course ID. If let's see Abhi, we have many or we have different courses. We'll just put distinct. So if you put distinct, if you are getting two records also, you'll get 1. If you are getting 100 also, you'll get only 1. So that is the power of distinct. So now let's see, we have a region, country. Select course IDs from the country. Select courses from the country. Means in India, we have 100 courses. 100 courses are among them, 10 students are in the 10 courses, like 100 possibilities. So if you select distinct, you will get only 10, which are unique. For that, to make uniqueness, we need to add distinct, right? You can combine distinct course ID, comma email ID also. That is also you can do. So that is also you can. So you may combine two email ID and course as combinedly as a distinct. So Abhi will have 3 different courses. We'll get Abhi course 1, Abhi course 2, Abhi course 3 like this. If you don't add email ID, you will get only course ID as distinct, because Abhi having 10 courses, but you will get only one course with that particular course ID. Or for the same course ID, we have 10 Abhis, 1, 2, Chamu 3, but you will get only first record. So that is the combination of distinct you can add, right? That is one. And where you already know, order by means we need to add, it's an aggregation. So ascending order or descending order. So now let's check. I will insert into again Rahit 11. Let's see. Yes, let's see. So now I added 7 members. Now let's see what is the error, because you need to find out the errors. If I execute peacefully, then you cannot understand. Now let's see. Now it will error. It will throw. See, data too long for column student ID. Means student identification, you need to check too long means you exceeded the limit. Means here it is 6, you added 7. That is one error. You need to go through the errors, then only you can learn it. If you don't go through the errors, you cannot learn. That's it. These are heavy operations. Database operations is not needed, but I'm just telling you, that's it. I will not go into it. Stored procedures is not required for views. It's fine. Just create a view and we can reuse that. That is the view. In upcoming, we can see, right? So this is what. So I just added. Now I will do select star from student, order by, take an example, without order by, just filter. We have 2 students, right? We have 2, 0 and 1. I will order by student ID. Descending, right? DESC. You got it, right? I want to make order, descending order of the student ID. So you'll get 11 first and 1 next. If I make ascending ASC, 1 first will come. That is what ascending and descending order. Again, we have group by student ID. Anyway, we cannot group by student ID. We can group by country region, which is common. So it will allow, but student ID you cannot group, because that is not, that is an unique you cannot apply group by, but you can apply group by course ID. So we'll make it as course ID, because course ID is same, right? Course double O, right? Now you can group by for course ID. Select star from student where course ID limit 0. Where course ID equal to this one. Let's add this. Yes, it is saying that is foreign key, right? So that's why you cannot do aggregate operation, because that is not independent one. You can apply grouping for only independent one. So that's why we added for student ID and all email ID. We can add it, but course ID you cannot group by, because there is a point you can learn. Group by always the SQL statement you need to put at the end. That is aggregation operation. Aggregation means we are combining something. So if you are combining, right, foreign keys, primary keys, you cannot combine. Course ID is foreign key, right? You cannot combine. You can combine those region, country name, pin code. That is what group by. because you cannot do this group by, right? This is invalid. That's why it will show an error.
Sir.
Hmm?
Password.
Password is also not unique. Let's see password. You can group by password also.
That.
Let's see. Let's just group the password. We'll make where password equal to. Okay, we have passwords to default, right? Where password equal to. Let's see. Let's group by syntax. Group by column name. So directly we can do that. Group by country. So same, we are doing same. But let's use here something. Count of password. Let's see now. Count is a function. We'll just discuss that in the next. Yes. We'll make it as email ID. Email ID. Let's see, group by email ID. Group by email ID. 1. So basically, what it will happen. So if you are applying group by means, you need to add some function for that. You need to add some condition that will be count, which is the function counting that email IDs for every record, or sum of the email ID, sum of the total, or sum of the salary. For example, we have 10 students or 10 employees. Their salary I need to count. We need to add count of, or we need to make sum of, or we need to make average of salary if it is having salary. That's how, if you're applying group by, you need to know this point. If you're applying group by without a valid condition, you cannot apply. There is a valid condition in order to make it come some average or count. Then only you can apply group by. Otherwise, you cannot add. That is the point. Okay. That is an important point. You just need to go through and you need to just understand that. So these are the functions: average, minimum, sum, count, etc. That I will tell you tomorrow. So basically, these many concepts, if I cover in one single class, then you will be very confused. Min, max, sum, count, we need to go through. Aliases will go through. Some between, in, any also will go through. These are the operators. And again, anyway, so right and left join also will have. Case will have tomorrow. But before that, you need to just briefly understand and practice, because SQL without practice, you will get errors. Because take an example, I don't have practice till today from the last 6 months. Definitely I will forget syntax. But if you forgot also, you need to just find it out from the Google. That is the right Googling, right? If you're better Google, you can learn everything. So that I will tell you. No need to have chat GPT. Chat GPT is kind of like those AI tools for what you want to do. You want to use for documentations. You'll get some paragraph. You cannot type it. For that you can use. But in order to take the syntaxes, it is better Stack Overflow official documentation. But if you are very familiar and going daily with ChatGPT, then fine. We cannot do anything. But make many use of that, whatever it's required. Tomorrow we'll go with functions. In joins, left and full join, we'll take an example. Cases will take, and between and aliases operators. With that, we'll complete that. But tomorrow, you just need to write the code in line. So for example, I will ask Abhirami to create two tables with foreign key one to both primary key. I need to ask Abhirami alter the table by adding one column with some other name. Again, I will ask Abhirami uh, by condition using where and operator and or operator by adding two conditions, right? All this you want to perform. Everyone should write it here. Just practice it. Anyway, in recording, you have each and everything, right? Every statement you have, you can directly type it and do it. Okay. and this recording I will immediately upload. Material also it's ready, so I can immediately upload. Okay. Sai, is it fine for today? Any doubts in this session, in today's session?
No, sir. No, sir.
So I will upload recording immediately. Notes also you can practice it. Tomorrow I'll just give recap, and also Pavani. So just practice it. Notes also I will upload immediately. I just prepared the notes morning. So just practice this tomorrow session. Everybody, if someone is joining in laptop, you can screen share and write it. If you are not doing that, I will share my screen. You need to write here. So that I know that you practiced. Because SQL only 2 classes. That is not more subject. You just need to type in practice. Is everybody installed MySQL? Abhirami, Ahmad, you install? No, please install and confirm me and practice it. Tomorrow you need to write the code. If you need to write the code means definitely today you need to practice. Otherwise you can't go to next class, right? Pavani, you installed? Are you installed, Pavani? MySQL, any issues there? Sai, are you installed? MySQL?
No, sir.